Alright, again, sorry with the new background, different lighting. Still in the process of moving house, so it's just a ridiculous amount of mess and grossness in here, so it's hard to find just like a clear space for me to sit down and chat with you. So again, please forgive me and let's just have a good time talking about this new and currently airing K-drama. Which is, we are talking about the first 6 episodes in How to Buy a Friend. 8 episodes out right now. I watched 5 and 6 this morning with the intention of just watching everything that was available. But after the 6th episode, I just had this like overwhelming feeling that shit was about to go down in this show. So I thought the plot and the characters and everything was just about to jump forward in a significant way. So I thought before things change too much, let's stop here, let's do a first impression. So a brief synopsis of this show. How to Buy a Friend follows Ninja. And Ninja is his nickname, but it's a great nickname, so that's just what we're gonna call him. Now, Ninja is a really insignificant high schooler. He's invisible to his crush. He's not a particularly smart student. He's bullied, but not as severely as other people. All in all, he's just quite average. Average until one of his teachers recognizes his writing ability and forces him to represent their school in some sort of arts competition in the first episode. And much to Ninja's own surprise, he ends up winning this competition, at least the poetic writing unit of the competition, and his poem that he wrote ends up being displayed for the school and the rest of the student body to read. And the last line of his poem, I believe it is "Sand remembers footsteps," or "Wet sand remembers footsteps." I think that's what it is. Now this line ends up catching the attention of both his crush and a returning male student who has been recently released from juvenile detention. Why? It's because this last line, the "wet sand remembers footsteps," is the exact same last message that a classmate had sent to both his crush and this returning student before she committed suicide. Now, the 3 of them, along with a few other side characters, keep in mind there's a lot of details that I'm just skipping over with this synopsis, but basically the 3 of them dive down this very dangerous rabbit hole as they investigate the why behind this girl's tragic death. That's all I'm going to say for the synopsis, because this show has a wonderful mystery quality to it. Like, I feel like people who are fans of thrillers or even like mystery novels will get a kick out of the show, because like there's just so many questions and I'm so eager to find out the answers to them that I don't want to give too much else away, because it's a part of the journey of the show, of having questions and then watching and finding out the answers along with the characters. So if you're at all interested by the synopsis, I would suggest that you just go watch it. I highly recommend it. This show is a triple threat. Like, it has everything. It has smart writing. It has beautiful shots. Like, my first real impression of this show was, wow, this is really gorgeous to look at. Like, not only is it smart, it's beautiful to watch, but it also has some fantastic performances, specifically by our lead characters, and then also, unfortunately, the girl who did commit suicide. Nothing is specifically or explicitly shown about her suicide, so if that's a trigger for you, I think it'll be okay at this point in the drama. But it does touch on suicide, bullying, and there is some revenge porn potentially, but definitely blackmailed, scandalous photo. There's a bit of date rape. Like, even though this show has very cute moments, very light-hearted moments, it has a sinister undercurrent to the whole thing. So just kind of be a little bit more prepared if you're gonna watch this. As I was saying, it's a triple threat. It's got everything. It also has like a fantastic soundtrack that brings everything up to like the next level. So would that be like what is the term? Like if there's a triple threat, is there like a quad threat? You get what I'm saying. The show has it all. The music just adds so much intensity and emotional impact. Like every aspect of the show, I feel a bit like it's showing off. It's flexing on me, but I'm okay with it. All I'm gonna say for this first impression, I'm trying to keep my videos on the shorter side. Like I've been doing this for a while now and I've never bothered to look at my analytics, but I did, and I was pretty surprised to see that like most people don't watch more than 3 minutes of whatever I post. So I'm gonna try and keep things shorter from now on, because if you're not watching them, then like what's the point? So that's all I'm gonna say. I highly recommend this show to you. I'm having a great time. I think if you enjoyed Itaewon Class, I know that's very recent and very popular, and people who've watched that might be looking for the new thing. I would suggest this because it has a lot of different tones and a lot of different layers, the way Itaewon Class did as well. And it's definitely at the same level. Like Itaewon Class had such a high bar of quality that a lot of shows can't compare, but I think How to Buy a Friend is at the same level. I think this will definitely be a series that if I finish it, I will probably want to make a spoiler video at the end, because the plot is going places and I can tell, and it's just, I'm so wrapped up in the mystery of everything and I just want to know. Oh, lastly, I didn't even touch on this point, but this is a part of the show that I think is so fantastic and makes me love it even more, and that is, I love how the characters are going about their investigation. It feels Nancy Drew, a lot of sleuthing, and Ninja is practicing forensic linguistics without even realizing it, and I love it. Like, the show is so smart. There's never any point in the series where I'm frustrated at the characters' decisions, because you understand how they came to those decisions and why they might act the way they do, because Ninja is definitely probably more of the brains. He's not as courageous as other characters, and then other characters really balance him out. Like our second male lead, who just came back from juvenile detention, he is definitely a punch first, ask questions later kind of character. So I think they really balance each other out. Like there's a lot here for anybody, similar to Itaewon Class. Like there's something here for anybody, and I think a lot of people will enjoy this. Before we just continue to ramble, like I said, I'm trying to keep things short. Let me know your thoughts down below, and have a good day, have a good night, bye.